Hey guys, here are the instructions as to how to do a great open house. First things first, pick the right property. And by that I mean pick a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood, preferably at a higher price range where you're going to want to attract buyers in that price range. All right, second thing is pick the right time and pick the right day. So if you're gonna do it on the weekend, it is a little bit hot right now, so I would recommend to do it in the morning. On average, the good amount to do an open house is about 3 hours. So you could do it from 9 to 12, 1 to 4, 3 hours is about average. Next, you might want to team up with another real estate agent. So if there's two of you, you can bounce off ideas off of each other, and you can also kind of watch the front door. Let's say if two parties come in at the same time, one can take one party and the other one takes the other one. Or if you're busy showing that property with clients that just walked in, then the other person can stand by the front door and greet other people that can potentially come. All right, next, it's really important to very strategically place your open house signs. So it's really not rocket science, but it's really important to make sure that obviously all of your signs are at the right busy intersections, pointing in the right direction. If it's a little windy, make sure you place rocks on the signs, because worst things that could happen is if your signs get knocked over and then next thing you know, no one shows up to your open house because there's no directions as to how to get to it. Boo. Make sure you bring a signing sheet. Clients are going to walk in. Your goal is to get their information and hopefully turn them into potential buyers or sellers in the future. You want to have a signing sheet. Your signing sheet will include their first and last name, their phone number, their email, whether if they have a property to sell or not, and if they are working with a real estate agent or not. Ideally, all those items on one sheet, and make sure that you have extra pens and have that laid out on the front table or in the kitchen table, wherever you're going to be standing when people walk in. That way you can say hello to them when they walk in and instruct them to sign in right away. All right, here is the big picture when you do an open house. The goal is not always to sell the actual property that you're doing the open house at. The goal is to interact with people and to find out what's causing them to look, whether if they're just looking to pass time or if they're actually in the market to purchase. So when people walk in and they kind of want to walk around and do their own thing, you want to make sure that you engage enough with them to where you can get what you want out of them. Of course, they're there to see the property and they kind of want to do their own thing and walk around. Not that you need to be breathing down their neck and not let them take a look at the property, but you want to make sure that no one just comes in and you don't get the information that you want out of it. You're spending time out of your day to do an open house, so the goal is to find out, are they going to be potential clients of yours? I also recommend to study the property you're going to be doing the open house at. Make sure you know the square footage, price point, bedrooms, general location, HOA, and maybe how long the property's been on the market. Those are your typical questions. Also, you want to make sure that you print out nice flyers about the property to hand to the potential buyers when they come in, so they can kind of walk around and have all the information in front of them if they want to walk around without you. Also, make sure that potential buyers coming in have a way to contact you. So your information can be on the flyer, you can pass out a business card, but just make sure that they don't leave the property without having any way to contact you in case they decide to do business with you. And lastly, you want to dress to impress. Make sure you are not just business casual, but make sure that you are presentable, that you look nice, and that you are ready to maybe take out the client right after to a different property that may work for them. So make sure that you dress nicely and that you make a good first impression, because sometimes that's all you have with potential buyers, is just your first impression. All right, I hope this was helpful. My name is Aurelie Nicholas with the Joe Taylor Group, and if you have any questions, you can contact me at 702-622-9610.